Tonight I want to talk to us about something very, very important, extremely important, whether human beings are evil or not. Because I heard somebody say that tonight in conversation, and it really got me thinking about why it's important what we believe about ourselves. Here's why. Because it's extremely difficult, if not, we'll just leave it at that. It's very, very difficult to act in a manner inconsistent with what you believe about yourself. I like to use the example that if a person truly believes that they are the king of Spain, they're going to act like it. Period. Whether they are or not. If a person truly believes it, they're going to go around commanding people and thinking they're in Spain and doing all the things that they believe that the king of Spain would do if they truly believe that they're the king of Spain. Why? Because that's how human beings are designed. You act in accordance with what you believe about yourself, whether consciously or subconsciously. Okay? So that's why this is an important question. And it's frustrating for me in Christian culture because we are generally taught that we are. Okay? And that, to me, is just the most illogical, ridiculous thing, because if you teach people that they're evil, well, then they're going to act like it. Okay? Say, oh, Jesse, we're all born sinners. I know the basic teachings in Christian culture. I've been hearing them for 40 years. But I've also seen what they produce. I've seen that they produce people who sin. And they also produce people who leave and reject Christianity because those kind of people actually think objectively about it, and they're like, oh, you're calling me evil? Well, what do I want to do with you, right? So it is certainly the fact that we have the capacity, that human beings have the capacity for evil. We obviously know that because obviously some human beings do evil things. We know that. But you need to understand some foundational stuff. And I'm going to go from the Bible, right, to show that, to prove my point. So if we go back and we look at how human beings were created, we were created in the image of God. That's why it's at the beginning, right? If you want to learn about humanity, you can start at the beginning of the Bible. We were created what? In the image of God. God didn't create us with evil. Okay? So you as a human being, that's your core identity, the image of God. How do I know? Because that comes before the corruption of evil. Okay? And evil came from a source. It didn't come from people. That's the key to remember. Evil did not come from people. It came from something. It came from the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. There was no evil in humanity until they partook of that fruit. That fruit has what in it? The knowledge of evil. I left out good intentionally to show that it had in it the fruit of the knowledge of evil. Yes, the knowledge of good. Before that, they were just living in pure love with their Father, and they didn't really think about things like that at all. There was no contrast between the two. It was all good, as we see in Genesis 1, maybe Genesis 2, when God creates everything. And I believe it's in Genesis 1, he says 7 times it is good. God looked at everything he created, including us, and he said, it is good. That's your core identity. That's what you need to believe about yourself. Have human beings been corrupted by evil? Yes, we understand that, and we also understand where it came from, like I just told you. Okay? It didn't come from us. Human beings were corrupted with it, but it didn't start with us. It came from an outside source, 2 outside sources if you read the story. Okay? So your core identity is not evil. All right? So you have to act in accordance with what your true identity was. And we all know that, yes, we have sinned. Yes, Adam passed it down to us. We get all that. But that's not our core identity. It's just not. Okay? Our core identity is made in the image of God, who is good and he called us good long before evil entered the picture. You have to believe that about yourself.